Often imitated, never duplicated. The one and only B. Scott. You're listening to The B. Scott Show. Get ready, love muffins. Oh my God, that's like my favorite thing. Like, that makes my week when I hear that.
Yeah, I was thinking we should change it up soon. No.
Where did you find that beat?
No, I made it.
You made the beat?
I did.
Oh, you dropped the beat for us.
I did.
Look at you trying to get on. I see you trying to like,
those are just like loops. It's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on.
How's your weekend?
Pondy World, my weekend was good. I had a really good low-key weekend.
Okay.
I had an invite to go to Palm Springs, but I just couldn't do it.
Why not?
Just because sometimes you don't feel like it.
Yeah,
like I feel like spending the weekend by myself for all intents and purposes.
Me too.
Right?
I did the same thing.
Sometimes I just don't feel like being bothered. I just need to just like nap and and think and organize my paperwork and clean up and do random things that I didn't get to during the week.
Yeah, that was me on Saturday. Like, I just shut down. I didn't go anywhere. I barely answered the phone. I just needed like a day to just be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so like, weird. I love Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs, but it was just, I needed time.
Yeah, okay.
And that drive down there, too. It's like, it can get a little tricky. Oh. It's super long, and then at the end, it does this windy moment in the mountains and canyons and things of that nature, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't drive, I just ride, so.
Yeah. Because everybody wants me to drive because I have the convertible. So it's fun. It's like, we can drive. You can put the drop top down.
I need to go to sleep.
Right. That part. So one thing I want to talk about. I also, over the weekend, I worked on, for those of you who love muffins that don't know, I'm working on a book. And the book is going to be really, really good, if I must say so myself. I think anybody who writes the book, anybody who writes a book, of course, is going to say it's going to be good. But I just feel like this book is taking me places I've never been before.
In what way? Like, you mean like emotionally?
Emotionally, yeah. Okay. It did sound a little sexual, didn't it? It's taking me places.
Erotic fiction?
It was erotic orgasms. No. It was just like, I was just I'm working with this writer, and coincidentally, the writer, her name is Cheryl, and my sister who passed away, her name was Cheryl as well, and it's spelled the same way. So initially, from the very beginning, when I saw her name, I was like, she's the one that helped me with the book. And so we have been working on the book, and we have just been talking about some things in my childhood. Speaking of my mama right here.
Janice.
I should answer. Like, Mama's going to
put on speakerphone. No, don't do that.
No, you're telling what she might talk about. You ain't called me all week. What's going on? You done put me down. And so, like, I've been talking about things that's been going on. That's so weird. I was, like, just about to say childhood, and my mama called.
What's the lottery numbers?
Right. And I have been trying to, like, I guess over the years, I had boxed certain things away and, like, have not thought about it or dealt with it at all. And so I was literally talking to her on my way home in traffic, and I felt this rush of, like, emotion and come from, like, literally from my feet and work it way up. And by the time it got to my head, I was crying. And it was like, the book is going to be, like, you think it's going to be some frou-frou fun stuff. It is going to be, some of it's going to be frou-frou and fun, but it's going to be, like, real shit. Like, I'm going to be like, this is the ups and downs of my life. This is what I've learned from it. I'm not, like, and literally in my intro, I talk about, like, I am not Ayana or Oprah. Like, I'm not going to tell you what you should do with your life, and I'm definitely sure as hell not going to fix your life. I'm just going to share my life and hope that you can take something away from it.
That's cool.
So, yeah. So that's what I've been working on. That and, renovating the house is coming along. It's just stressful.
A process.
Everything.
Yeah, everything's a process.
This year is it's a reminder that everything is a process.
It really is.
And people have getting on my nerves, getting on my last nerve in this process. And I hate when people think that they can just, like, they can outmaneuver you. Especially when it comes to my coins.
Yeah.
You can't outmaneuver me with my coins. Like my daddy said, you can fool a fool, but you can't fool a fooler now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Speaking of fooling or fooler, let's get into these topics.
Which fool we starting with?
Nicki Minaj.
That fool.
We're about to go down to topics on lovebscott.com. Thank you, Love Muffins, for visiting lovebscott.com on a daily basis. And the first topic we're going to start with is Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. And,
Nicki Minaj.
I don't
Where
know,
do we start? Where do we even begin on this one? Let's start with the titty.
She popped her titty out in Paris.
Yes, a big old heavy looking titty too.
It was heavy.
It looks really like, it wasn't like perky.
No, it was.
When Little Kim did her,
it had a gravitational pull.
Yeah, when Little Kim, who is the source of this, Nicki Minaj got on Instagram saying it was, what's his name? Picasso inspired. If she don't, she's losing literally all credibility.
All of it
At once, because she's just going about it in a way that's totally like, what do you think you are? I think you Donald Trump?
Right.
You think you can sit here and give us alternative facts and we're just going to run with it? You're not Donald Trump. You're not the president of the United States. And you're not the queen of rap.
Well, there it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a queen of rap does what?
Raps.
And she also protects her throne. If a challenger comes up, like Remy Ma, you should have dropped something in 48 hours.
Right. Or 72. Or 5 days.
A week.
Or
whenever.
Whatever.
Not pull your titty out and copy Little Kim.
Right, and then I saw there was a clip of a still from
the titty. I can't even get back. That titty was so
I'm
heavy.
getting back to the titty. And
it looked like it was pulling on her, what do you call it, clavicle bone.
Decolletage, whatever
right.
you call it.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I saw a still of Azalea Banks in like the same top. Did you see that?
Yeah, what I said? Heavy bag titty, like old bag of flour. Sandbag titty. Sandbag titty.
You're terrible.
What
is happening on a Monday?
Sandbag titty.
Another one. We gotta
okay.
Yeah, so Remy Ma dropped her second diss track over the week.
She could have kept that one.
She should have kept that one.
She should have kept that one. The first one was really, really good. It was 7 minutes long. She read her from A to Z. Yeah, she read her from A to Z, said everything she needed to possibly say. She said some things that I was like, I can't believe she included that too. It was like an encyclopedia of reads about Nicki Minaj. And that was it. We didn't need an extra. And we also didn't need to see her on Wendy Williams. I was like, I didn't know how I felt about that. How do you feel about that? And she was dressing all like her
a funeral.
A funeral had a little thing
it was a bit much. It was a bit much. I think I would have liked for her to have left it at Sheether. Maybe dropped a video even and been done.
Yep. That's what I would have liked.
Follow up with a hit song.
Yeah.
Or a good
but
album.
I also feel like she was trying to do the whole Drake back-to-back thing.
Yeah, but both the Drake songs were good, though.
That's true.
I mean, we don't talk about Charged Up because back-to-back was like a hit, like a bona fide certified hit, but they were both good.
Yeah.
Another one was not.
Right.
It wasn't good.
At all.
And then she tried to do that whole like Instagram picture thing of Nicki on the bed. It was too much.
It was too much.
It was too much.
And then she was like, oh, Wendy Williams talking about she's coming from my bag. And when you come from my bag, when did we start, using bag to equate from money and coins? I guess. You come from my bag. It was like the way she said it, my bag. My children depends on me from that bag. Yeah, I'm like,
girl, you just got out of prison. You just got
out of prison. You're talking about murdering people.
Just chill out.
I'm just wondering, how does that work with probation? Because you're talking about murdering people and a headshot and
art.
Showing a picture of Nicki Minaj, the blood splattered all over her.
I don't know. Maybe it's for entertainment purposes only. Listen.
It was so much. It's like I feel like all the rappers, the female rappers, have lost it. Azalea Banks
lost it.
Went to Paris with her ass out.
Oh my god!
So our black women,
I forgot all about that.
Black women are showing up in Paris with the titties out
and the ass out.
Ass and titties. My song. They are showing up, literally with the goods hanging out.
Where's Queen Latifah when you need her?
Right. But it's also not even in you talking about her being naked. Oh my god. You talking about the movie where her titties were out?
No. I was talking about UNITY.
UNITY. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, you talking about titties? I remember that movie. She was in a movie and she had her Bessie and them. Oh my god.
we can't.
That image of Queen Latifah's sad. They were literally pointing to the ground. Like I was like, they were depressed titties. We have sandbag titties and we have depressed titties. Okay.
Anyway, back to that. Let's just move on. To Remy. Foxy Brown. She dropped a diss.
Oh god, Remy. She could have kept that too.
She could have kept that too. And I don't know.
And she was mad because Remy had said something. Deaf bitch.
Lost hearing because of gonorrhea or something.
Yeah, so she's ridiculous. So was she talking about Foxy?
Well, yeah, Foxy was deaf. Okay. And she lost her hearing
because of gonorrhea.
That's the rumor.
Oh my god.
But I'm just like, Foxy girl, what are you doing?
That's deep. I didn't even know you could lose your hearing to gonorrhea.
Untreated.
Oh my God.
Or syphilis, one of those. I mean,
Jesus.
I don't have really experience with those types of diseases, so I don't know how bad they can get. However, that's the rumor.
That's a lot going on, Pundy World.
It is. But my thing is, how is Foxy going to drop like a snippet of a diss? Like she kind of wanted to go in, but then not really.
All I heard was, no, oh.
And isn't she a new mother? Like, when did she find the time?
She popped out the baby. She dropped the baby and the district.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I was like, is she on the toilet? All I heard was, oh. I was like, what is happening here?
I don't remember Foxy sounding like that, but, age does things, I suppose.
Age is a lot of stuff. It's just a lot. But I'm not done with Nicki yet. Let's go back to this one. Nicki, also, in other whack Nicki Minaj news, her brother is facing charges of molestation of a 12-year-old. Mm-hmm. And his attorneys are requesting that they release the 12-year-old sexual history.
Which is so ridiculous.
It's disgusting.
It's terrible.
Actually.
It's terrible.
Now you're trying to
slut shame a 12-year-old.
Yes. And vilify her.
Like, I can't even put those.
And that has nothing to do with what you were doing with her and the fact that they were they found his semen
on her clothes. Yeah.
A 12-year-old.
Either way, it's wrong.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't need to know her history. We don't need to know what her history is to know that what you interacting with her was wrong.
Right. Yep.
So, I mean, I was like, I just...
Nicki just needs to go away for a minute and get her life together and just come back, start anew.
Yeah. Yeah. it needs to...
I don't know what else. I don't know what else. It's just, it's not right. Whatever it is right now for her, for her, it's not right.
Right. So. Well, Nicki, she used to... we used to be cool, kind of cool, and she used to follow me on Twitter or whatnot. But then we had the whole... I don't know if she blocked me or unfollowed me. It happened when the Up Out My Face video.
Oh, yeah.
And so there was a whole little thing about that. So basically, that's actually where her and Mariah met, but didn't quite gel. And on the actual set, like, Nicki Minaj, I mean, quite honestly, was very fake. Like, she was, not to me, but to her. Like, she liked me. When she came up to me, she was like, oh, I watch your videos and blah, 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 and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. So, she was a love muffin. Let's be clear. She said that to my face. Like, she quoted in front of Mariah my da-da-da-da video. She was like, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And if you also think
Which
about it.
ended up in a song later on down the way.
That part. And so she would be like, basically Mariah would come, because Mariah is a good time. She's fun. She's like, anyone who knows Mariah says, she's a good time, and she's, playful and all that type of stuff. So she would come up in front of Nicki Minaj's face from time to time, and she would literally be like smiling on her face and then cut her eyes and do that little fake, like, get this bitch on my face type of thing, And so she was like low key shading her. And so when the whole American Idol stuff started going down or whatever, TMZ reached out to me and asked me what went down on, what was it like? Yeah, what was it like? Because I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, whatever. I'm like,
not my business, not my problem.
Yeah. And she's like, and let's be honest, like, let's be truthful. This on the B. Scott Show, we're going to keep it 100% real. Nicki Minaj is a notorious bitch. Like, everyone talks about that bad experience they had working with her and around her. And so my story is no different. And so when TMZ came to me and asked me about it, I just told the truth. I was like, yeah, she was being stank to Mariah. Even though Mariah was the one that invited her to do on her song. And Mariah helped put her on. But you're shading her. Ain't that something you own? You about to do a feature and record a video for this woman, but you're low-key shading her to your friends.
Well,
because us, like, you can't get nothing past gays.
No, not at all.
You can't get no type of shade, no type of quick looks to your friends and to your crew. You know what I mean? It was very much so fly. But she could get it past Mariah, because Mariah was just in her own little world, having fun, doing her own little thing, just being nice. Like, Mariah was like, oh, let's play. It's playtime. I'm playing with Nicki Minaj. Much very like playtime.
Yeah.
But I was conscious. Like, I'm there looking like, okay, well.
Why is she acting like this?
Yeah. I'm like, that's shady. And I specifically told Mariah that too. I was like, no. I was like, and then Mariah started catching it too. I was like, no, she's just like, she is being fake to you. she's like low key talking shit and, you know, making funny facial expressions the moment you turn your head or walk away. So that being said, you know, I just think that she does need to go away for a while and get her spirit together. Get your spirit together. Get your, you know, pedophile brother together.
Your wardrobe. Put
your titty back up. Nobody wants to see.
Start over.
Yep.
Keep going back to this titty. I don't have anything else to say. But.
Oh my goodness. It's a lot going on. Speaking of bodies and things of that nature, Laura London clapped back at the body shamers.
She did, and I was really, really impressed with her little Instagram post. So to catch up, some pictures surfaced of her and her fiance / baby daddy Nipsey Hussle at a basketball.
Nipsey. I got
you. Yeah, they were at a basketball game, and she's gained a little bit of weight. She's had 2 kids. I didn't think anything of it, but apparently a lot of people did, and a lot of people had a lot of really nasty things to say.
Why didn't she drop the weight?
She's still fine.
She's beautiful.
I
think they make a cute couple. I really like them together.
Yeah, they're low key. They're quiet. They mind their business. Mm-hmm.
I have never heard. I mean, maybe I heard a Nipsey Hussle song and didn't know it, but I have never heard one of his songs. Does he have any song that you like?
Not that I could name for you that you would be like, oh, I know that song. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So is he popular or?
I mean, at one point.
At what point was that? Like, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I just didn't know. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be shading on someone. I do not know a Nipsey. To be
honest, I don't know
Hussle.
if I can name the name.
He's cute though.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not really my wheelhouse.
Well,
I can't say I'm a Nipsey Hussle fan.
Well, good
per se.
Good for her for standing up for herself.
Yeah.
And she basically was like, meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm gonna drop this weight.
And I'm gonna be fine.
And I'm gonna have my baby.
Right.
And then all is good in the world. It's like it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
So I really commend her for that. More people need to stand up for themselves and allow themselves a space to, especially after you give birth to a child.
2
children. Wait, she didn't.
Well, she had the one with.
Oh, I was like, she didn't have twins, did she? Oh my god.
No.
She loves herself a rapper, don't she? Help us, Lord. But women need to give themselves the time to be healthy and like to allow their body to have a moment. After you have a child, that's like a lot for a body.
It's trauma.
It's physical trauma. It's a lot of stuff that has went down in your body, and give it a moment to like.
Get itself together.
Find its equilibrium again.
Right. You don't have to be the snapback queen.
Yes, but it's become a thing, though. Everybody's like, I
can't wait.
I snap back the next day. I had my baby, and 30 minutes later, I'm snatched.
Chill the fuck out. You were pregnant for 9 months. Just chill.
Relax.
You've been big for a minute. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Instead of stressing your body out once again.
Doing all this unhealthy stuff and slim teas and waist trainers and, no.
If I see one more thing about some damn teas and what is that? I can't even say the name, but it's a certain brand of clothing that I continuously see all the time on Instagram. I was like, I can't hear anymore about. I can't see it anymore. Like, I'm so happy we made the decision not to run those on our Instagram on our platform, just because I was like, I just can't put it up. I feel like I can't do it unless they come with some serious coins. If you see me advertise any type of teas or some skinny jeans from a certain clothing line, just know they have unleashed the mother of all coins on me.
And that's not what's happening.
That's not what's happening at all.
No, those checks are tiny.
They come over like, we're going to give you $5 for this post, and we want 3 posts for the rest of your life for $5. Will you take it? And these other sites are like, yep, we'll take it.
I mean,
and then they stun. They be like, oh, we rolling, we balling over here.
Teas and these ads and no man.
And weave. It's like it's either teas, weave,
teeth whiteners,
waist
trainers.
Help us, Lord, keep me close to the cross of my salvation, honey.
Escape got back together.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't.
I love Escape. I used to love him back in the day. What I need from you is understanding. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Understanding is what I need. Yes!
Okay.
I did good. Everybody's like, really appreciated that vocal.
I'm into it.
I decided to bless the Love Muffins with it today, and
Well,
you're doing good. Like you are like you're turning to be a lot less of a hater than you normally are. So God is working on you.
He is really yet.
So they reunited.
They're reunited. They're working on new music. They have some biopic offers on the table.
But it's not going to be a tour.
Not right now.
Right now. Okay.
Not right now, from what I was reading. Yeah, good for them. I mean, there's space, there's time. That's all I got. You know
what's the craziest? Like,
they can always get a WeTV show.
Yeah, all this. With all these allegations going on about Kandi being a lesbian, it makes me kind of think about the Escape days. Like, what was going on? Was there extra drama going on between them, like sexual drama?
Well, they said, I guess she was accused of sleeping with, like, Jermaine Dupri or one of those. Oh. And that was, like, the feud of what
Kandi was?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was accused of sleeping with production. I'll just say that. I won't say names.
Wow. Come on through with the way back when rumor. Yes. You took that one up from the grave.
I did. And so, they fell out, and I guess they're back together now.
I just say that there's a lot of artists going around touring, and if they can do it, Escape can do it too. Mm-hmm. There are people going around touring. I'm not going to say no names. Someone comes to mind, but I'm not going to say it. But there's people going around touring, and it's like, wow, you still touring off of that? And people can do that.
They can. I want to see Tiny. Because I don't think I've ever actually seen Tiny sing, really. Mm-hmm. So I wonder what that looks like.
What if she unleashed like a vocal that you never expected?
Kind
of like what I just did.
She might. And it'll probably sound just like that.
You know what? I'm going to keep taking it. I'm going to keep taking your digs. Yeah. One day you're going to be on this list. Denver of LoveBScott.com was assaulted by B. Scott. Drugged down the road.
Oh, and drugs. Forced, we getting there? We didn't get to the drugs yet.
No, drug down the road.
I thought we were talking about Kandi and those drugs.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's keep on talking about Kandi then.
We'll go in. Did you watch last night?
I did not watch all of it. I did watch the portion where Kandi lost it. Okay. Because Portia made the allegation that Kandi tried to drug her or wanted to drug her and take her to the sex dungeon.
Right. Well, no, to clarify, Portia said that someone had told her that Kandi had told them that they were planning on drugging Portia and taking her to the sex dungeon.
Wow.
Ain't that some shit?
You can't rape the willing.
It's a lie.
I'm just saying, like, Portia is...
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
And you can tell, I saw her on Watch What Happens Live last night, and you can tell there was just a bald-faced lie. Not just a lie. It's just like we say in the South, a bald-faced lie. She just pulled that right out of her big old ass. It was just like... right out of it.
And when people lie, like, they just smile because they're so caught up in, like, I can't believe this is happening, so they just kind of, like, smile out of it. That's what she was doing.
Hey, but you would think that she would have thought it through.
She don't think.
Yeah.
She's the one who said that she would have to deal with him out the country when they were talking about Maui. So. She
thinks Hawaii is not in the United States.
Andy Cohen played her with this game last night. Did you see when they were playing the continent?
What did he do?
It was like a list of countries, and she had to guess what continent they're on. Mm-hmm. And she fucked it up. She just didn't know.
Oh no!
She got like 3 out of 10.
Oh my god! Help us, Lord. So I could see why Kandi was so upset about that.
Me too.
Making an allegation of drugging someone and then raping them is serious.
And Kandi, she doesn't drink. She don't play. She doesn't do any of that.
Because when she was here on the show, she was like, I was like, you want some? She's like, no.
She was like, no.
I don't drink.
Like, okay.
I said, ooh.
Well.
That part.
So much for that. But yeah, it's just ridiculous, and I hope that Portia finds herself some
a real storyline
and a real man.
Right. I feel like
and some real hair.
I feel like
real titties and a real ass.
Oh my goodness. That was just like
I had to get that.
That was a read just came out of.
I had to get it out.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. But I just hate when people lie.
Like, I hate when people lie, and also feel like that's why I want Nene and Kim to come back, because I feel like they both have real things going on, other things outside of Housewives of Atlanta that will give it some truth. Like, you can kind of, catch up on Nene's boys and see what's going on in Kim Zolciak's life, and then their friendship coming back. Like, because I feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta has become into like Days of Our Lives. These storylines are getting more and more outrageous. Like, somebody's thinking about drugging somebody and raping them. Come on.
Yeah, that's far.
That's like, I mean, what?
That's far.
And I can't believe that they even allowed that to air on television, because that's serious. That's damaging.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised that they let the next, the preview of the next episode where Sheree confronts Bob about him choking her. I'm surprised they let that make it to TV.
Choking her and
just past abuse. He was like, I never put hands on you, did I? And she looked at him like, well,
you did choke me,
right? And then just started crying, and I was like, damn, they're showing this for real.
And then when some of the housewives in the backseat, so Sheree and him were having a moment, and some of the other housewives are in the backseat as this is going on.
Right, just kind of narrating what was happening. That's not what it looked like, Bob.
Wow.
But then Kenya did comfort her, which was really nice. And I also would like to point out that when Kenya said that Sheree was a victim of domestic abuse a few episodes ago, and Sheree was like, hell no, I wasn't. Well, as it turns out, yeah, you were.
Ooh.
So once again,
Kenya's correct.
Telling the truth. Just putting that out there.
Oh, that did happen a couple of episodes ago when she was saying...
They were arguing out by the car.
And she was saying, that didn't happen, blah, blah, blah.
Who hit me? That ain't never happened to me. Mm-hmm.
And then here she is saying
crying about it.
Bob choked her and crying about it. Help us, Laura.
Let's connect those dots.
All the dots. All the dots have been connected. And 2 dots that have been connected, literally. Tyrese and his new wife.
Yes. What the hell?
I don't know. All I know, I read that he was like, he found the Lord or something about the Lord and sent him this woman and he prayed for her. A black
That's
queen.
All I got.
And then people were like trying to figure out if she was really black. They were going in and like, is she black?
Really
What's her ethnicity?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? This is why he didn't tell you how he was getting married in the first place.
But the problem is, the problem is,
I'm dying.
If you just said, who cares if she's black? Well, why do we care about the Rachel if she says she's black? What's her name? What's her new name now?
Nkechi. Hold on, wait. Nkechi.
Nkechi and
Amari Diallo.
Oh my God.
Is West African. I'm not West African.
Nkechi. Her first...
Nkechi.
Is that her last name or her first name?
Her first name.
So I can't even call her Rachel no more.
No, it's Nkechi.
Nkechi. So why can't we let Nkechi be?
Who let her be? Nobody let her be.
Yeah.
Nobody let her be.
Well, I'm saying, but people went in on me because we ran the story, and people were like, well, I just feel like a person that's transgender should understand where Nkechi's coming from, because it's the same thing about, being different genders. Like if you feel like you were born a different gender or she feels like she was born a different race, then it's the same thing. And so, well, first of all, this is actually good if I need to talk about this. I meant to talk about this. First of all, gender and race are 2 different things. Yeah. Second of all, let me backtrack in terms of, not backtrack, but kind of clarify how I see myself.
Okay.
I am gender nonconforming. Gender nonconforming does fall under the classification transgender. Do I feel that I was born a woman or I should be a woman? No. I feel that I am, in a lot of ways, my spirit feels genderless.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not necessarily true. One of the comments that I saw on Twitter was like, if you feel like you should have been a woman, then that's the same thing as her feeling like she's white, but she should be black.
But her
spirit feels black.
How do you feel black?
Yeah.
I mean, then you have to go into, is being black, is it, a set of cultures? Is it a set of experiences? Is it, how you move about in the world? Is it like what she did, went and became African? Because these are African name, like an African name. Right. Is it African? Like you can't just like West African name. Oh, I feel black. Mm-hmm. Like black isn't a feeling. Yeah. So I just feel like, it was just like people, they would try to come for you on any particular topic. Anything. But I'm willing to let her do, she can do what she wants to do. I mean, it's shocking. I just think it's funny. And we will continue to run the story. It's funny. We're not race shaming her or bullying her. Stupidity shaming her. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I ain't gonna be a white woman and lie. Yeah. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I feel like I should be black, therefore I'm being black. No. You lied and said you were black, and there's a difference. Right. Sorry. So she lied and said that she was black, and now she's going full force. She just married did she marry a black husband? I don't know. She has a baby named Langston Atticus. Oh, my God. So Langston Atticus, but I wonder if that's going to change to her new West African name. She give him a new name too? Yeah, because I don't know, because it's like she tried to absorb, so I guess being black, African American wasn't quite working for her. So now she just went, I'm gonna just do African. Maybe I can just do that. Yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah, it's not okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's not okay.
Help us, Lord.
Not okay.
I just feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it is true. I mean, what they say about identity is like, I identify.
Yeah.
You know, I identify, but I feel like I don't know if I can, I don't know. Maybe people are right. Like, I don't personally see how what she's doing is similar to being transgender.
It's not.
I don't.
It's not.
See,
And whoever said that was ignorant, and
Yeah.
you just need to stop commenting
yeah,
forever.
that
on
person.
everything. Yeah. If you're listening.
But I wanted
stop.
clarification because I think people maybe, I think they are interested in terms of what is going on with B. Scott, what is his gender. And so for the record, I am gender nonconforming. Gender nonconforming means that I do not adhere to the social constructs that exist about how gender should present themselves. I.e., one day you could see me beat with hair and a dress, and the next day you could see me in a suit with a tie. Not really. I don't really wear suit and ties, but I'm saying just to be the extreme, I just feel like I want to have and express the fluidity of who I am and gender.
How you feel in any
to me,
moment.
to me, gender is a social construct. To me, you can you can express yourself however you want to express yourself. And so I maybe need to take some time and do some more thinking about, does that mean that a person can, outside of that, using that same logic, but taking it from gender and putting it to race, does that mean I can, like, say tomorrow, if I was born and I felt like I was Japanese?
But how do you feel Japanese unless you're from Japan and you've grown up experiencing Japanese culture and it's in the physical characteristics and people respond to you as Japanese?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
It's fascinating. We're going to keep updating the story, but I think it's just one of those things where it's like,
yeah. Go on, Rachel.
Yeah, normally I'm totally with, like, people just being who they are and, they can do whatever they want to do. And she can do whatever she wants to do, but somehow it became public. How did the story even first come to light? Because she lied to the NAACP, right? The NAACP,
the what?
The NAACP. That country came out. The NAACP.
It did.
The NAACP came. They found out that she was lying to them about being a black person. I think
it was so long ago. I think so. It was something to that effect.
It was around the same time that people were questioning Shaun King's race. What's his name, Shaun?
Oh, I don't know him.
But there was a person named Shaun King that people were questioning his race. So it was like these two cases, the situations came up at the same
he blocked
time.
Me on Twitter.
He did?
He did.
Oh my goodness. Why?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Because he's pressed.
Pressed like a panini.
Like fresh laundry.
But anyway, speaking of press in closets and things, Katherine Jackson says that she has to get dressed in her closet because
her nephew is
beating
abusing her. Well, not beating her per se.
Oh.
But she feels like he has the entire place wired for sound and video. And Jermaine says that Trent Jackson is her nephew, stole $40,000 and that she's just being abused.
Oh my goodness.
Janet, come get your mother.
Come get your mother. Take her to London.
There's no reason this should be going on to Katherine Jackson.
It could be a combination of things. It could also be like potentially like, I don't know, maybe she's experiencing dementia or maybe he is doing it. I don't know. But why is she there with him alone anyway?
Hello? You got all them kids and grandkids and nephews and
everything. Why is she just there with him? Like, why, if he is a problem, remove him.
And where is Joe? Did he die?
Did Joe die?
I don't think so.
No, he did die. Did Joe die? Joe
No,
didn't die. We
no.
didn't kill him all, Lord Jesus. We didn't kill Joe.
Okay, so if he's not dead, then where is he?
Where is he? Why is he there
Because he
with
had like
her?
a heart attack or something. There was like a hospitalization a few years ago.
It's always this mystery surrounding the Jacksons. It's always like it's in this ambiguous, cloudy, unclear situation. It's like it's like they're very secretive. Do you think it's a Jehovah's Witness thing?
I do.
Because they are Jehovah's Witnesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also Serena and her family, Serena Williams and the Williams family are Jehovah's Witnesses as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from what I understand.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't know. Well, if he is the problem, if he's supposed to be beating on, well, not beating, but harassing or doing whatever. Elder abuse. What is elder abuse exactly?
Abuse of an elder.
But I mean, when I think abuse, I think you have to hit her. He's beating her. He's beating her ass. Like, it's just she's accusing him of elder abuse.
I just think it's, you take advantage of somebody in their elder state in a way that affects them negatively.
If it has gotten to this point and court documents have been issued, then he needs to be removed from her life.
I agree.
Point blank, period. If it's true or not. If an elder is saying that somebody's doing something inappropriate to them, believe them and remove it. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They have so many other family members
years left. Let them enjoy the ones they have.
Exactly. But it's probably because people are just trying to jockey for that money. That Michael Jackson estate. That's some coins. Michael Jackson estate has made more money than when he was alive. So there's definitely going to be some family disputes and situations. Going to be some real abuse going on pretty soon to get to those coins.
Yeah,
for sure. What else do we got here? Oh yeah,
we got Cheryl.
Cheryl, another Cheryl.
Cheryl.
And she spells her name the same way, too. Sheryl Lee Ralph declined working for the president, Donald Trump.
Thank God.
And Omarosa. What do you call Omarosa? What would we describe Omarosa? Omarosa, to me, I know there's a word for it, but I don't want to say it.
I know there's a word for it, and I don't want to say it either, so I'm not.
I just feel like Omarosa is... What is she? I mean, is she Uncle Tom? Is that what it is?
No. No.
She's Omarosa. She's just...
There are so many things. But I'm not.
I'm just going to say this. Omarosa is despicable. That is something that I would say.
That's a good word.
She's a despicable person. She's like a parasite. She's like something that will latch on to whatever's moving. Because basically what she said to Cheryl was like, I have jumped on this wagon. And you can get on too.
At a church event. That's what I think made me laugh the most.
Because Omarosa is a minister.
Yeah.
She's ordained. A despicable ordained. That's what's wrong with the church right now. That's true. That's what's wrong with the church now. People like false prophets, like Omarosa, getting up and leading the weak-minded black people to Donald Trump.
It's terrible. And it was like she's so smart. Like, she's a smart woman.
Yeah.
She's so intelligent.
She's smart, but she's despicable and demented.
And deceitful.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other
and then
words.
Did you see that video where she was talking about, she said, and all those people who had anything negative to say about Donald Trump, who doubted him, who did not support him, who did not acknowledge his place, are going to have to bow down. And kiss his hand. It was almost satanic.
It was satanic.
It was weird. It was like the weirdest moment. I think we posted on LoveyScott.com?
We posted on Instagram.
We posted on Instagram. It was a lot. She was basically saying, she did a video basically gloating at the fact that he had won the presidency, and then all of us are going to have to bow down like he's Hitler or something. Like he's a dictator. We're going to, when you bow down to people, when you kiss their hands, when you, like, that is like...
It's a worship.
It's a worship. It's a dictatorship. It's a scary.
She's effing nuts.
I just don't get it. Like, people don't stand for anything. Like, she just stands for trying to get on the next thing moving.
Well, Cheryl stood. She said, nope, not today. You're not going to drag me down.
Cheryl said, nah.
She was like, nope. Good for her. I'm glad she didn't, because I couldn't imagine, like, that would have been, like, the most...
Selling your soul.
The deepest betrayal from Cheryl.
It would. It would have been hurtful.
It would, yeah.
It would have been hurtful. Like, it would have been like, wow, you too?
Like, ain't you supposed to be diva simply singing?
Right. Standing up for us.
Right.
But you supporting Donald Trump. It would have, all that would have went. But the thing about it, Omarosa didn't have anything, she had already shown us this side of her anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was like, Omarosa working with Trump is kind of like us being upset that Stacey Dash would work for him.
Who?
Right. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's the same thing. It's like, these people are just...
doing the most.
They have been canceled. And so when they get picked up by the other side, we can't be surprised. Because Omarosa has been canceled.
Like, get out, girl. Get out. Did you finally see that?
I did. I loved it.
Good.
It was really, really good.
Good.
It made me feel all type of ways as a black person in the movie theater watching this movie. And also, it was interesting to see that the majority of the people in there were white. So it was only, I feel like the movie theater I went to was probably like 5% black.
Where'd you go?
To ArcLight.
Okay.
Showing in Hollywood. and the Dome. And it was like the majority of, it was like other people that weren't black. I mean, other races and white. So I think it was just really interesting to see it plays on a lot of what's happening in society, especially the part when the police.
Spoiler alert.
I'm not going to not spoil it, but when the police drove up at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
That it could have went either way.
Right.
I didn't know what was going to happen at that point because I was like, if he's dead,
it's a wrap.
If it's a if it's a white police officer,
right?
But if it's black, he's, you know what I mean. So it's just like that's things that are real to us in today's society. And it's just, it was really, really clever.
Yeah.
Very clever. And I feel like I could watch it a couple more times and probably...
Yeah, I think I am going to go see it again, actually. Because I have some friends who haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and take away new things from it. It's one of those type of movies. And he said that he's not done.
No.
He said he has a couple of more.
He's going to do 4 horror films based on, like, social demons over the next decade or whatever.
And he's made so much money. The budget for it, I think it was $4.5 million. And it has grossed now.
Like in the 70s or
yeah, it's getting close to $100 million. Can you imagine a $4.5 million budget and you are grossing? That means like he's about to get his Tyler Perry on. Because Tyler Perry pays like $2.5, $3. And makes like hundreds of millions.
Which is so weird because, you know, I was not checking for Jordan Peele at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's funny. I never got into Key and Peele. Not my thing. But I like this movie a lot.
Yeah, it was really good. I ain't mad at him. Like, I feel like we need more movies and TV shows and things that make us think about why we feel the way we feel. And even amongst us who believe ourselves to be the most liberal, the most, open-minded. I think it's important for us to acknowledge these things that we may have inside of us that we push down.
I agree.
Speaking of things inside of us that we push down.
Oh, you nasty.
To say what now? Not something inside of us. Oh my God. That was, ooh. I just caught what you said. Help us, Lord.
Help me, Lord.
Say what now? A 23-year-old dies after drinking an entire bottle of tequila.
For $630.
So he died for $630.
Basically.
What did you think was going to happen? A whole bottle of tequila?
He didn't.
Tequila for me is like, I can only have a shot or two. And then
I don't have that problem, but I'm not drinking a whole bottle.
And then I'm going to be lit.
Yeah.
Because normally when that happens, I've already been drinking vodka. So shot or two of tequila is a wrap. Drinking a whole bottle of it.
Yeah. So let me lay out the story. So they were in a club in the Dominican. And the homeboy went up to a group of friends who...
Do people say the Dominican or is it the Dominican Republic?
I don't know. They were in a Dominican club.
The Dominican.
Okay. And he walked up to a table of people who were having a good time. I guess they were like making bets. And he was like, yo, let me get in on this. So he ended up guzzling the whole bottle of tequila. Collapsed in the club. Died.
Oh my God.
Whole thing was caught on video. And now he's dead.
And we posted a video on lovebscott.com. You can see him, like, what was the video show?
You can see him throwing it back. You see him stumbling. You see him hit the ground. You see people try to help him, and
it's a wrap.
He just doesn't get up. I'm like, for a bet, though?
For a bet.
How do you even explain that to your family? Like, well, not that he's going to explain it because he's dead, but, you know, I cannot imagine.
Did he get to keep the $630? Or did they probably took it back off of him?
Probably to funeral costs, probably.
Probably took it back off of him, too. Those type of people, you know, I don't know.
Well, just bets. What? I don't know. I never really did the whole bet thing. What's the craziest thing I think you've done for a bet?
I have never done anything for a bet.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Made a holler for $1?
No, never did anything. I've been paid for my services.
Be careful. You know, people like to run with stuff. You gotta be careful.
I have been paid, right. First thing you know, I'm being B. Scott.
A prostitute. Escort.
No, we got plenty of those in LA. Right. I'll leave that to the rest of LA. Not me, honey. Not me.
Never mind.
Oh my God, it's crazy how... What are you about to say?
Oh, nothing. I was going to do a little escort joke, but I decided to save it because I'm saving. I'm trying to be a better person in 2017. And I think the escort's probably listening to this. So
yes. Love Muffins. I have to reinstate the Tap Your Neighbor Tuesday because by the time this is edited and put out, it will be Tuesday. I need for you to tap your neighbor and tell them about our podcast. Let them know that you can subscribe on iTunes, rate, and review. Love ya. Double kisses. Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.
I guess I should say bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to The B. Scott Show. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Love B. Scott. And make sure you review the show on iTunes. And you can always find me on lovebscott.com.